everybody, it's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Welcome to day 3 of Vogue Knitting Live, where we are here to bring you some fiber, fashion, and fun from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We've been getting the studio ready for today's show. We're doing our best to mix it up while we have 4 days of ongoing programs here. So hopefully we'll bring you some new things today if you're joining us again. And if you're on with us for the first time, welcome, welcome. We're so glad to have you. And to all our regular fans, we love when you come back. So if you're here or as you arrive, put your name in the search bar and tell us who you, in the comment bar. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and if there's something special you'd like to hear about at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We're going to take a walk through our studio today. It sounds like looks like we've got some good number of fans there on the screen. So while we're getting started, just to give you a little idea of how we're going to roll today is we are going to take you through some special projects that we'd like to share with you, talk with you a little bit about those projects and the yarns, and give you some other information that you might enjoy hearing about at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. As far as the weekend with Vogue Knitting Live goes, we do have a discount code for everyone out there. The discount code for orders over $50 in the U.S. is VK Live. That's Victor, what's that K? Curtis, K, Live, L-I-V-E. And that's orders over $50 in the U.S. will get free shipping. If you are international, you will just pay your shipping and we will refund $10 of that shipping cost to you, because we just want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to take advantage of our Vogue Knitting Live discount. We have lots of international fans from New Zealand, Australia, the Netherlands, Canada. Anybody? Am I missing anywhere? I can't remember right now.
Australia?
Oh, the UK. Yeah, I said Australia. So as well as all but 3 states in the U.S., 2 states in the U.S. So if you know someone from New Mexico or you know someone from North Dakota, let them know all right about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl.
We have a few fans on. Leslie Welsh Flaherty, hello from Maryland. Kitsy Demaray, hi from Cortland, New York. And Crystal Sister from A1, love your scarf. You look beautiful.
Hi, Crystal. How are you?
I think Billy Crystal said it best. You look marvelous, darling.
Well, thank you, dear.
And we've got Kitsy Demaray. What were the socks you had on Thursday made from Painted Sky?
Oh, I'll grab those for you.
And we've got Susan Lucas. Love the wrap, too. Trying to stay warm in Vermont.
Is it cold in Vermont? We still have lovely weather here right now. We have sweater weather. Paul and I go out for our walks every morning, and we start off with a jacket and wind up taking it off and just being in our long sleeve shirts. So we had a touch of winter, then we had a touch of spring, and maybe we're going to get a touch of fall now. We'll see how that goes. Paul, while I'm going to just grab those socks real quick. So you want to just scan the shop there?
Karen Benavencio. Hello, Myers. Multiple exclamation points. Hello, Karen.
Okay.
So these are all the places we've shipped to.
Paul is so proud of our map. We're all proud of our map here.
New Mexico and North Dakota. We haven't put the Montana pin in yet, but we had a sale from Montana.
We did have a sale from Montana. I've been so busy packing shipments and getting them off to you all. Thank you so much for those. Okay, so I think it was Kitsy. Someone asked about the socks. Okay, these are Painted Sky. We talked about Painted Sky yarn yesterday. Wonderful Australian wool from KFI Collection. I just love these yarns. It's a worsted weight yarn. A wonderful, let me see here. We've got 218 yards on a skein, superwash Australian virgin wool. And this is such a fun yarn to work with. We have a night shift shawl kit in this, and for the socks you'll need 2 skeins of yarn. So we do have Painted Sky yarn on our website. If you go there and you just choose your favorite colors and grab 2 skeins of it. If you don't, I could swear it's on the website as a skein of yarn, if it's individual skeins. If not, send me a message and I'll make sure that I I get it up there for you and help you order your socks. These are great, nice bedroom socks. And the pattern comes with it, by the way, folks. So when you order a kit from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, you get the pattern, the yarn in the size and color that you order if you're ordering something that has a size for it. And we also send you a Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl tote bag. And we always throw some goodies in there for you too.
Susan Lucas says 37 degrees at my house. Brrr. She's in Vermont.
Yeah.
Ann Fitzgerald Patton, Crozet, Virginia.
Hi there. How's it? Don't we know an Ann Patton?
Different one.
Different one.
We know an Ann Patton in Vermont.
That's right. Well, my goodness, I'm getting my states and my people mixed up. So, okay. My shawl today, I purposely wore this because if there's something that I want to be sure I tell you about, I try to put that on at the beginning of the show. And I'm a big fan of mosaic knitting. I just think it is one of the easiest ways to look like you worked really hard when you didn't have to. And mosaic is just lovely. And this pattern is called Meet Me at Midnight. And we used a yarn by Elizabeth Lavold, and it is silky wool. So I just want to show you, this is a triangular shawl, which is really nice. So many shawls today are asymmetrical, but with the triangle, it just, you know, it's that perfect shape. You can see the design so beautifully throughout. And so it's nice that you can either wear it as I like to put the points in the front. You can also wear it over your shoulders and, you know, with your center there. And another fun way to wear your triangular and even asymmetrical triangles, I'm looking in the screen there so I can see what I'm doing, is I like to put the triangle, the point in the corner, and then wear it that way as well. I'm left-handed. I feel like I'm doing it on my left-hand side, but it's really on my right. So there you go. Another fine way to wear it. And so this is Meet Me at Midnight. And let's take a walk over here, Paul, so we can show our viewers the different colors. You see, we put together kits for you on the website. And yes. And so, you know, you might find a kit like that. I'm not quite sure exactly what we did with all these colors out there. But you'll need 3 colors. And your kit comes with the right amounts of yarn for each color in the kit. As you have your 1 accent color and then your 2 other main colors. So that is Meet Me at Midnight.
Kitsy Demaray, thanks, Paul. Gina Bates, pretty. And Ruby Seal from Crozet, Virginia.
Hi, Ruby. How are you? I think that's a new name.
You know, she lives in the same place as Ann Fitzgerald Patton. I wonder if they're friends.
I wonder if they know each other. Well, you know, speaking of new names and new people, we have a wonderful thing that we do at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. We love when you show the love at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl by sharing our posts and sharing our page. If you like our page and follow us, you'll be notified every time we go live. And we do that often. We don't just wait until something, we have a show or something special. Sometimes we just go on to say hi to our fans. And so if you like our page and follow us, you'll get notifications when we go live. When you share our page, you go into a bucket that we have right here. And for every time you share, your name gets entered into our bucket. So you may have a knitting group that you share our page with. You might have, and then you might see a post that you think your knitting group might enjoy. You might have a friend who's a knitter and you might share it there. There are so many ways and so many places that you can share Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl and get some friends to like it as well. And it's really extra special when you share and tag a friend or tag a group in there so that they know all about Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Paul's going to show you, just in case you're not adept at sharing.
Okay, you can share in 3 easy steps. The first thing you do on the bottom of the post, whether it's a live broadcast or any other post, is you press the share button in step number 1. Then in step number 2, you make sure you change the privacy settings to public. When you set it to public, we are notified that you've shared our post, and it doesn't show us that it's due to privacy settings. We can't see who did it. And then step number 3, click on the share now button, because when you do that, then everybody will see and will know that you shared it. So there you have it.
So, Paul mentioned to make sure you make your post public when you share it, or the share public. And so, for example, yesterday there were 12 shares of our broadcast, but only 3 of them showed up because only 3 people had their settings set to public. So, in order for us to know that you share, it's really important that you make the share public. You can also let us know that you shared it in the share button, but it's really nice that we can see that it's gone off to somewhere else by making it a public share. So what we're going to be doing, just so you know, Paul, what we're going to be doing today, later on in the show, is we're going to be choosing a name from our sharing bucket, and someone will win a skein of yarn today. And there's no shipping charges or anything on that when we share. If you have an order in, we may put it in with your order, or we'll ship it off to you individually. So if you're new to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, or if you'd like to share what we're doing right now, you can share our broadcast on from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and your name will go into the bucket, and we'll draw before today's show is over.
Well, as it turns out, Ruby and Ann are sisters. And we have Annie Evans. Hello from Mexico.
Oh, hello from Mexico. We haven't shipped to Mexico yet.
Not until maybe today.
I hope so.
And
that would be fun.
We have Monique Rochelle Ibarra. Your shop is amazing.
Thank you, Rochelle. You know, what's really interesting about our shop is it's the lower level of our home, and it is not a shop, it's a studio. Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl operates out of a 25-foot minibus. We don't have brick and mortar. We never had brick and mortar, but we were always about yarn to the people. And when COVID came along, all of our opportunities to bring yarn to people via fiber festivals, private parties, events, fundraisers, etc., came to a screeching halt. So we had to find another way to bring yarn to all of our fans. And what wound up happening was that we got even more fans as a result of it. So now we have this wonderful community at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, and we are growing it. Thank you so much for loving our shop. And one of the things that we like to do with our fans is to help them walk through our shop, and we do that via FaceTime. So if you ever want to take a stroll through Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl shop, if you're in Mexico, or if you are in, I don't know, Montana, wherever you might be, that you are out of the driving distance to get to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl's studio, we're happy. We're just a phone call away at 203-856-6755. And it's not unusual for us to walk folks through the home, I feel like I'm on a home tour, through the studio. For example, if you wanted to knit this piece, this is a descent cowl that we used silk garden for. And so you're not sure how the colors will look online. The colors aren't quite you're not seeing what you think you might like. We take you on a FaceTime tour. We pull the yarns out for you just as if you were in our shop here with us, and walk you through that process. Paul, do we have
like
questions?
A personal shopper? We're your local yarn shop, just a mouse click away.
Yes, we are.
And we've got a few comments. Let's see. We have Susan Lucas just shared, and it's public. Carolyn Wood, you both are so fun and charming.
Oh, thank you, Carolyn. Carolyn, did you know you won yesterday?
Carolyn Wood?
Yeah. Carolyn Wood. I called her name yesterday.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are you absolutely sure? Let's double check.
No, I know I did. It's on another skein of yarn out there. I know I did. Carolyn Wood, you're getting a free skein of yarn because I know I saw your name. So I don't know where I put it. I know it's there. So, there it is. Carolyn
there you
Wood,
have it.
You are getting a skein of Beatrix. I don't know if you were watching yesterday, but that's yours right there.
And the beauty is you can win by sharing even if you're not on a particular show.
Oh, absolutely. Your name stays in there all the time. And if we pull your name and you're not on the show, I send you a message because I need you may not have purchased. So you're a fan, but you're not a customer yet. That's okay because we still love the fact that you share Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So when you do that, if we pull your name, I'll just send you a message and all I need is your mailing address.
Nancy March says, hi, Paulette.
Hi, Nancy.
And Laura Ginovelli Cooper says, loving this in upstate New York.
Well, we're loving having you with us.
And Carolyn Wood says, yay.
I thought you might be happy about that. So this is our descent cowl. You may have seen this pattern on Facebook. I'm trying to remember the designer's name off the top of my head, and I cannot right now, but I have it right here. Let me see. I don't have the first page. I do not. So I don't have, Carissa Browning. That's it. Carissa Browning. She created the descent cowl to honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And what Carissa did was created this exact pattern using a DK weight yarn. And I wanted to see how it would come out using Silk Garden by Noro. I'm a lover of Noro yarns. So I went ahead and used a worsted weight yarn. And I just love the look of this. Now we have the descent cowl on our website in both sizes, in the worsted weight and in the DK weight. So I love the way this falls in the worsted weight. Now I have the DK on my needles right now. I'm going to show you a couple of works in progress as we go through the show today. So here we are in this was the designer's suggested weight of yarn. And so you can see the difference in the way that here's your circumference or your diameter on the neckline in this weight. And one of our fans actually went down 2 needle sizes using the same weight yarn. So she created even more a collar than a cowl effect. So there's so many things you can do just by getting a little creative using that same exact pattern. Here we went up yarn weight and needle size. This is the original, and then someone used this weight yarn with even a smaller needle. So lots of ways that you can be creative with your work without having to change the pattern, just change the look of the finished piece. So any questions there? Okay. So, while I'm showing you this, has anybody ever used these? I love these needle protectors. You want to protect your work without using just little tips. These are great little needle protectors. And they come 3 in a pack. If you don't see, I don't think you see them on the website. But we're more than happy to accommodate you. If you're interested in them, they are the Knitter's Pride, and they are $13.50 for 3. They come 3 in a pack. So you can order those and just let us know. We love our Likey needles here. So we carry both Likey and Knitter's Pride needles. I think we also have some Chiagos as well. We use the Chiagos a lot for our sock knitting because we do magic loop a lot here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Just noticed Dusty. And we also carry the Knitter's Pride interchangeable needles separately. We carry the tips and the wires as well. I tell you all about that because not all of our accessories are on the website, but if there's something that you need, and say you're ordering a kit and you need a size 8 32-inch needle, just ask us and we're more than happy to add that to your order.
Carolyn Noller, best idea ever for your needles.
Oh, aren't they great, Carolyn? And speaking of that, once we walk this way, Paul, because I want to show the group something else that is really I find indispensable for my projects, and that's right here. These are the pattern holders. This is a wonderful little gadget that you will find on our website by Knitter's Pride. And I want to open this one so that I don't destroy anything on it.
And while you're doing that, Lila Foster says, hi, kids.
Hi, kids. Hi, Lila. How are you today? Okay, so let me just show this to you. And we do have all the different styles. You can see there are several different styles, and there's even a solid black embossed. So the way the pattern holder works, I had this out the other day, it's upstairs right now with my projects, is this opens up and then your snap on the bottom snaps to the outside to hold your project up. You've got a little pocket here and a pen. And then you've got these magnets. So you've got 3 magnets that hold your pattern down. And this one is indispensable. This is your line to measure where you are on your pattern. And this is, I love this little gadget.
Lila Foster shared.
Here, so let me just show you right here. Of course, I have so many works in progress. I have to mark where I have to start the next time. So this is, and so each time I finish a row, I just move my little magnet down and it's not going to shift from around and around. So really does help. And it also helps to keep your patterns a little bit neater. So you're not marking them up all the time. But then again, marking them up is something that we do. It makes us feel like we've accomplished something.
Wendy Perius-Knopp, I made a live show. Yay.
Well, welcome, Wendy. We're glad you're here. That's cute. So these are pattern holders, and they are on our website. You know, Carol and Nola talked about nifty little gadgets, and this is one of my favorite nifty little gadgets. And don't forget, you know, the holidays are coming, and though we may not be gathering in groups, we certainly are giving we're giving gifts and giving gift ideas, as I tell people all the time. And if you would like to give a hint to Santa, we are more than happy to help Santa find some gifts for you here on at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl.
And Wendy Perius-Knopp says, and I've shared.
Well, thank you. You know what? I think I need to get some pencils and write down, or some pen and paper.
Nancy March, I agree. They are the best. I use them for all my projects.
Yep, they're fabulous. Okay, so let me put that away. And I'm going to grab my pencil here, my pen and paper, and get our folks sharing in here. So who do we have who shared so far, Paul, just so I don't forget?
All right, hold on a second. Hold on, the eyes don't move as fast as they once did.
That's okay. That's okay. Take your time there. So,
Susan Lucas.
That's right. Somebody said they just shared.
And we have Lila Foster.
Okay. I knew they were.
And Wendy Perius-Knopp.
Okay. Wendy, I may mess up the spelling of your name, but we'll know.
Perius. And then Knopp. I wonder if she's related to Brian Knopp.
Wendy, just ignore him because he's always asking people if they're related to someone who he knows. They may never have heard of them before.
And watch it be a relative.
Okay, so I wanted to draw your attention here to the Penelope shawl. Penelope is a sweet little item that is knitted with Huasco DK yarns, and we used a tonal and a variegated to create this really fun piece. And what I like about Penelope is it's short rows. So if you notice here how you've got your narrow on one end and it gets wider, or it starts wide and gets narrow, but you are creating this whole thing using short rows, and it's a fun piece. You do work it lengthwise, so you got lots of stitches on your needle there, but they go quickly because of the short rows. So Penelope is a great little project that you can I believe it's one skein. No, I think it's 2 skeins of each yarn that's on there. So you'll find Penelope on our website. I wanted to come over and show our batad shawl. Batad always gets a lot of attention. This is for those of you who have never been to our website before or on one of our shows. This is just such a fun piece to create. We're featuring it on our website using Apple Fiber Studios Macintosh yarns. And this piece I knitted long before I had a yarn shop. And this was created with yarns that the variegated is a yarn that I dyed myself at a yarn dyeing class. And the blue is from Spinaway Farm. And Bryce Wonder at Spinaway Farm is getting ready to bring some of his newer yarns to Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So you'll be hearing more from and about him in the future. But let me show you how batad can be such a versatile shawl piece. You saw it there on one, where you wear it on one side.
Tara Carabello says, I bought that last VK Live.
Oh, did you? Oh, it's nice to have you back, Tara. Thank you for coming.
And speaking of the boy wonder, Bryce Wonders. Hiya.
Hiya, Bryce. Hiya, Bryce. I can't wait to get your new yarns here. So look at this lovely little piece. I love it. So have you started your batad yet?
Tara Carabello says, I haven't started yet, but love the yarn. I love you guys.
Oh, we love you back. And Apple Fiber Studios Macintosh is a fun yarn. I'm going to show the folks some colors in just a moment.
Bryce Wonder says, working on those yarns right now.
Cool.
And Tara Carabello said, the batag.
Okay, so right here.
Anna Maria Milani says, hi, everyone. Having trouble seeing comments.
Oh, no.
Tara Carabello says, I love you all, and not yet. Trying to keep up with them all.
I know. And please, if we forget to mention your comment, we apologize. We go back at the end of the show and respond to every comment that was put up. So we really, really do appreciate all that you share with us. I don't know, Anna Maria, why you can't see the comments, honey.
And Anna Evans wants to know, what pattern is that?
What pattern is this? This is batad, B-A-T-A-D. It's on our website. This is a Stephen West design. And what our kits on the website are using Apple Fiber Studio Macintosh. So you're combining. This is one that someone's doing. Pam Atkins is knitting one with these 2 colors. So this is her solid, and that's her variegated. This is another great combination. I love the browns. Just really, you can do anything with this. The black and white, something like this has a little hint of green in it. And with the black and white, the black here, it's just fabulous. So look at all the colors. We created kits for you on the website. And again, we're welcome to walk you through the studio to help you find something that might appeal to you differently if you don't see what you like there. These are going really quickly. So another option for the batad shawl is Art Yarns Merino Cloud. And we talked a little bit about Merino Cloud yesterday. These are hand dyed, hand painted, I should say, by Irish Schreier is the designer of Art Yarns. And these are 100% extra fine merino and 20% cashmere. This is a lovely, lovely yarn to work with.
Cara Carabello wants to let you know that hopefully next VK Live it will be done.
Well, make sure when you're working on it, be sure to post your progress on Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Be sure to post your pictures on Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. And if you do post it on your own page, be sure to tag us so that we can then share it.
Mary Jane O'Malley says, truly enjoy your show. And Gina Bates says, it's the batad shawl difficult. Is the batad shawl difficult?
If you can work in the round and you can do short rows, that's the easy part of it. I can't say it's hard because the welting is what gets people a little bit confused. And I do welting demonstrations on our show. And the welting is really easy. The whole thing is worked in the round. So you're just doing knit, so you just knit, 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 knit. And if you can read the instructions, Stephen West patterns are pretty clear in their instructions. So you knit in the round, and when you're knitting, and these are knit and purl rows, because this is garter stitch. When you get to your welting, you're knitting 8 rows. And then what you do is you knit your first row and your 8th row together. And it's accomplished very simply by running a needle through your first row, and then you kind of knit them together like a 3-needle bind off. And if that sounds confusing, I'm more than happy to do a demo for it on another show. And if a couple of few people want that, just put it in the comment section, so that we're sure when we're bringing a show to you on a Monday night, we're bringing that show exactly as you want it. Because we think we put together a show for you, and we're like, what are we gonna help our fans to do this week? So if you let us know what you want, then we'll be sure to do it. So how does the show work? Every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Facebook, Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl goes live. And we have our show that's called Twisted Stitches. It's a 30-minute show where we have trunk shows, we have special guests, we do we do demonstrations, and we talk about different fibers and fun. And we have a wonderful time on our show. It's a very interactive show, very much like this. We want our fans to be as much a part of our show as we are. And I don't know what you're pointing to. What are you pointing to? Oh, speaking of being a part of our show, Paul is like my prompter here. I know everything I'm going to say, and then he changes everything that's in my head. But it's okay, because I know he loves me and he doesn't want to forget. He doesn't want me to forget anything. But I would never forget our first virtual knit along. We are so proud of the knit along. We've got lots of people signed up, and we are going to be knitting the Deja Vu capelet. So Paul, you want to show them the capelet that's there? That's our project. We talked a little bit about mosaic before, and this is a mosaic slip stitch sort of thing. So you can see mosaic's really big this year. The Descent cowl, this capelet here, Meet Me at Midnight. You'll see a lot of short rows, and you'll see a lot of mosaic.
Nancy March would like to know, I'd love a show on German short rows.
You would? Well, okay. What we'll do is we'll show you a couple of different short rows. And, we'll do a class that demonstrates a few different types of short rows, because there are several out there. And what's interesting is one of the things that I learned is that all those different short rows are there for a reason. But sometimes you can really use one that in exchange for the other. I guess it just depends on knowing what the pattern the designer wants you to create, and making sure that short row helps you to accomplish it. So yeah, we'll do a little thing on German short rows. We will work that into a show coming up really soon.
And Deandlu wants to know, do you sell bulky yarn? Looking for yarns to do hats and scarves.
We do have bulky yarns here. And so let me show you a couple of our yarns that are classified bulky. So we have Beatrix by Juniper Moon Farm. And Beatrix is an extra fine merino, angora, and nylon yarn. It is absolutely the soft. It's not really fluffy as much as it is soft and squishy. It's this is a bulky yarn. We have a variety of colors. They're listed on our website as individual skeins, as well as projects there. So bulky, this is called Beatrix. Beatrix, like Beatrix Potter. It's actually named for Beatrix Potter. So that's one bulky that we have. I'm going to stick with bulkies first. Another is Jody Long's Glam Haze. And Glam Haze is fun. It's got this little metallic fiber that runs through it. And Glam Haze is a blend of superfine alpaca and mohair. And then it has that little metallic running through it. I do have a hat right here that was knitted with Glam Haze. So you can see how it knits up. Very pretty. And so that's a nice bulky yarn to work with as well. Gives you a little special, special fleck of color to it with the glitz. So we have that one. Another bulky is Tayo. Tayo is also on our website. This is a Noro, and it is this is a cotton, silk, and wool blend. A little polyamide in it. So you can see we have lots of bulkies here. One of my favorites is Louisa Harding's Amatola Grande. These are really pretty. And the Amatola Grande comes in several colors. And if you look on our website, I don't think Amatola Grande is listed as an individual yarn. If it's something, I have it in projects on the website in kits. So if it's something that you think you'd like to learn more about, please just send me a message in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get you more information on Amatola Grande as far as individual colors and skeins.
Jeanette Bogart wants to know, German short rows different than regular short rows, and what weight is the hat? Is that being the hat?
I don't know. That this may, if you're talking about the hat, this hat is we're on bulky yarns right now. Someone asked about bulky yarns, so that's another bulky. And hold on a second, Paul. Okay, thank you. And then we have our super bulkies, which these are great for hats. We've got the Mirasol Usha chainette design. This is a chainette construction here, and it is a wool and polyamide. It's a soft wool. You're not going to find it. It's a very scratchy wool. We also have the pom-poms on our website as well. You can just in our search bar. So Usha, I believe we have a hat pattern for Usha, and we also have the skeins individually. And then there's Louisa Harding's Enorme, and these are fun colors here. There's one other down here. I couldn't get them all on one row. And so this is Enorme. This is another super bulky. This one's great for hats too. Someone was talking about being up in Vermont. This is fabulous. These are nice, warm, snuggly wools. And then there's also the LRA Lush Merino, which is a merino roving, spun merino woving that you can use for hats and ear warmers. So just check on our website. If I've gone too fast for you, please just make sure you put that. You have it in the comment section. I'll be sure to remind you of all those different the different products that I told you about there.
Leslie Welsh Flaherty, Glam Haze is amazing. And Jeanette Bogart, I like the color change. And Jeanette Bogart also says, she said bulky. Sorry.
Okay, let me just turn her. I just noticed that she's a little off center. So I think we've gotten through our bulky yarns that our lady asked about. And there's another super bulky here that is just super fantastic. And that is Andiamo. This is one of Jody Long's newest yarns. Andiamo is a Peruvian Highland wool with superwash alpaca. So, I'm sorry, super fine alpaca. So these are I love this yarn. I knitted it up, I put it away. I knitted up a project in this, and I absolutely love it. So yes, you can do hats and mitts in this as well. So those are probably would be the bulky yarns that we carry, and super bulky here. And speaking of Jody Long, Jody is a fantastic designer and has written some amazing books of both patterns for children and adults. And I just want to grab something right here. One of my favorite books by Jody is Sweet Knits for Baby. So if you knit for children at all, this is a fabulous book. It's the designs he has in here, everything from little ponchos and berets to your basic sweaters. And then look how cute is that? I mean, you got to love these things. They're just fantastic. And all the patterns in this book use Jody's yarn that is called Chow. And Chow has a beautiful variety of colors that you can choose from. Can you show our folks here the colors that Chow comes in? Look at all the brights, and there are even new colors coming out for the spring. Just great. Now, keep in mind that Chow is also fantastic for adult knitting. It's a great sweater yarn. The stitch definition in it is just superb. And this is I knitted this up really quick to show how lovely Chow is. And I haven't even blocked it, but you can just look how pretty that is. It's called French macaroon, little child sweater. Easy to work. This is one of those sweaters that you work the arms with the base, and then you do a 3-needle bind off across the top. Really cute. So Chow is a great yarn.
Jeanette Bogart said, I'm in Florida. I don't need something that hot. And Lila Foster said, getting ready to start the batad now. And Jeanette Bogart, batad?
Okay.
That was what you had showed. Right.
Batad. So I thought you asked about bulky yarns for hats. So I'm not quite sure what it is you need. So if there's something else that I can help you with, just put it in the comment section. And if I can't get to it during the show, I'll be more than happy to answer it privately after the show. Sometimes we can't get to all the comments throughout the show. So as we move forward, I'd like to bring your attention to our sweet little Patriot Games chalette. This little piece has been literally our biggest seller this year, individual seller, the one piece that has sold the most of. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it was an election year. I have no idea, but it came out. We introduced it in the early spring, and it has had just a lovely run and is still going. So you can see we created this Jan 40, one of my dear friends and elves. We call our knitters at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl our elves. And so you can see we've got 50 stars in our blue section. I'm not going to count them all for you, but you have 50 stars there. And then we use a alternating stockinette with garter stitch for our 13 stripes. And our samples get pretty threadbare here. And then as you come along to the end, where is it? Oh, this one is mine. Yeah. So I have all my stripes the same size. Some folks like to keep going to make their stripes, the last stripe fuller, but I just wanted to do it all the same. So this is called Patriot Games. It's on our website, and you'll find it at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. I'm going to take her and put her here. Speaking of being in Florida, I hope your weather's okay there. I know I heard you had some hurricane stuff happening last week. I hope everything is safe and calm there. So we were showing you Usha before, that super bulky that we talked about for hats. This is a fun little poncho that you can knit out of Usha. Talk about getting a project done quick. This will certainly do that for you. And it's a nice little piece to throw on for, Saturday afternoon shopping, going out for a hike, whatever it is you'd like to be nice and casual with. The Georgette hooded poncho is on our website at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. So that is the poncho there. Simple garter stitch pattern. One of my favorite pieces that I wanted to be sure to share with you today is the reversible cable shawl. This is just a lovely piece. It's knitted in a basic worsted weight wool, and it is just, the cable on this is just so pretty. It's a beautiful design, simple and elegant. And I love the way it sits up on the neckline and stays on your shoulders. There's a pretty little edging to it. Nice, simple design. And that is called the reverse cable shawl. And I do believe on the website, we show it to you, or we have it paired with Huni. Huni is a brand new yarn from Mirasol, and it is just want to get it right. It's 100% wool. It's a fine Peruvian Highland wool, and I just love the colors that they have in it. So you have a full range of, you have your neutrals and your jewel tones, and just pretty, just such pretty colors in that. So that is our reverse, speaking of eyes, our reverse cable cowl. So we started talking before about art yarns and merino cloud, and I was talking about how soft and how lovely this is to work with. It has a beautiful drape. This is a merino and cashmere, and it knits up to from a fingering to a sport. It's used a lot for shawls. It's a beautiful draping yarn for shawls. And Iris Schreier at Art Yarns creates a beaded silk and sequin to accompany all the yarns. So if you look at this, you can see that your beaded silk and sequins is exactly the same as the ombre in here. This is a nice demonstration of how the beads are. So you have Murano glass beads and 100% silk. So I always tell people that the beaded silk and sequins is an accent to your project. You're not going to knit something that's 100%, although there is something out there that's all beaded silk and sequins. But for the most part, you're going to use this as an accent to your knitting. And so all the projects that we have here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl that we create and put on our website using merino clad always have an option to add the beaded silk and sequins. And when you order that kit from us, if you order it with the beads, we explain and annotate the pattern so that you know exactly where to put them. And one of my favorites, to me, this is one of the most beautiful combinations ever, but I love yellows and greens. And look at this, when you mix these two different, this is Apple Fiber Studios, this is Art Yarns, and how that really, you can do so much with the yarns together. Here, if you love the purples and golds, look how pretty that is. So we have Merino Cloud and we have Harry Fine from Juniper Moon Farm. That's why I love to walk people through the studio, because there's so much to see here, and we can help to create your project and find the yarns that work well together, and also make sure that we don't make that mistake and put two yarns together that aren't going to work well. You don't want to have a 100% wool with a cashmere and merino. They're going to fight each other when you try to knit with them together. Were there comments there? I see you smiling.
Speaking of finding, I think you need to find a pen, because Gloria Hameltis, Theis, So Gloria Hummel, Hommel, Thies, Theiss. I think she wants to win.
Okay.
And we have Brenda Dixon Berger, who also
Whoops,
wants to
I gotta
win.
make sure
Whoops.
that goes in there.
Oh, it fell, but we've rescued it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So I started telling you before when someone asked a question about our knit along, our virtual knit along, there is still time to register and to join us on the knit along. It is going to be a 5-week program. You can start whenever you want. You can finish it after the program. The virtual part of it, the gathering that we do twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so that folks who can't make it one day or who want to make it both days can join us as much as they'd like. That's the social part of our knit along. You're going to be doing most of your knitting on your own, and we're going to get together during our Zoom calls to share our experience and the fun or challenges that we're having while we're knitting. So just to give you an idea of how it's working, I don't know if anyone has gotten their yarns and started yet, but this one is mine. And you know, last year we feed the birds here, and last year the birds, when we fed them, planted for us, and they planted a sunflower in our yard. And I loved seeing that sunflower come up. And I said, you know, I'm going to do something. I'm going to knit something that reminds me of a sunflower. And without even realizing it, I chose those colors for my my Deja Vu capelet. And look how pretty that's coming. So I am right here. I am at this section right now in my capelet. And I put up a little video, a little live video yesterday during the day to let you know how things were coming along and what I've learned so far about it. But you can go on to KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com and look up Icebreaker. This is called the Icebreaker Retreat. I mean, not retreat, the Icebreaker Knit Along. And you can order your kit. We've got lots of kits available, and we're going to have a fun time. We've got just a great crowd. I can't wait to meet you all in person. So many folks who are fans who I've not gotten to meet yet. I'm going to get to see you, and you're all going to get to see each other. How fun is that going to be? So and if you need help, if you've never done mosaic knitting, I'm setting up little I guess I would call them little tutorials before the program starts so that I can help you move along with mosaic knitting. We also have a retreat scheduled. We are scheduled our retreat for February 26, 27, and 28 at the Water's Edge Resort and Spa in Westbrook, Connecticut. It is an absolutely lovely place. And this is our room that we're going to be in, overlooks the water. It is just so pretty. I can't wait to have our fans. We've got great signups for it. You'll find all the information on our website at KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. You can just look up under retreats and you will find it. You know, we haven't talked at all yet about the Papillon shawl. And you know what? Let me grab it this way so neither one of us stretches our... can you reach that one? I know I can't. So Papillon is a wonderful shawl that's very popular. I call it the Papillon, the butterfly Papillon cult on Facebook. And we've got some lovely, lovely patterns. And what we did, or projects, what we did at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl is we created 2 different sizes for you. This is the petite Papillon because I am a petite Papillon myself. And so I decided to make mine just a little bit smaller than the full pattern. But we do have it in both sizes on our website. And we paired a Gadifra Lana Mia Uni, which is a wonderful wool. And you want something, this is a super wash wool, and it's got 80% wool and 20% polyamide. And then we took that and paired it up with Queensland Collection Perth. So the colors and the color combinations, we just got new combinations in recently, new colors in recently. And these are just, I love the green. I just think that's fabulous. Do the green with the red. I don't know. Or even with the blue. Look how gorgeous that is. Really pretty.
Gloria Hamilthis says that is beautiful. And Laura Giovanelli Cooper says this was great. Thanks so much. Have a 2:00 class. Gotta go. See you Monday.
We'll see you Monday. Don't forget, Twisted Stitches, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here. So is it almost 2:00?
Well, we've got another 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think maybe we might want to draw for our prize.
I think we need to see who the winner is.
Yeah, because I don't want to leave anybody out.
Okay, you knitters out there, who wants to win a skein of yarn?
Okay, so there's nothing in your hand, Paul. There's nothing in your hand. Somebody said, will you please pick me? And I said, well, we'll do our best to pick everybody. Whoa, no tripping. Got one? Let me see what we got. Oh, natural food store. The natural food store one. Are you guys watching? Because if you are, you just want a skein of yarn. Thank you so much. And I'll put that right here and let them know they won. There you go. Thanks so much. This is wonderful.
Darren Showers posted a ball of yarn. Anna Maria Milani says, me. Lila Foster, me. And Annie Evans has the icebreaker Cal started.
It has not started. It starts this coming Wednesday. But there's plenty of time. Like I said, even if you don't get your yarn before Wednesday, you can join us on Wednesday, and then your yarn will be there shortly. So pick out your kit. Let me get it shipped to you Monday. And who knows, maybe with 2-day priority mail, you might get it.
Kitsy Demaray, another great time with you.
Well, thanks, Kitsy. We love having you all with us. This is, we have such fun with you all on our show. And, while we're bringing our show to an end today, I just want to share with you some of the projects at our retreat. We offer you projects that you can work on, and you get to choose. So let me just show you the projects that we've got. And you'll find these all on our website as well. So you'll get to choose from the Bojaji shawl. And I love the triplet. This is the new by Linnea Ornstein. Really pretty. I love that it's got these little the keyholes in it so that you can share. You can kind of weave the other end of your shawl through those keyholes. I really like that. And then we put together a triplet of accessories. So you have a hat, mittens, and cowl. And then we've got all the different yarns that we have here. This is going to be actually Beatrix is going to be the yarn for this one. And Indigo Frost, this great little poncho. Our Dottie cowl. And for our sock lovers, we have three different sock yarns, 3 different sock patterns. Excuse me. That you can have in your kit there. So lots of options to choose from at the retreat, and lots of yarn and games and fun and prizes while we're there. We have a blast.
Annie Evans says thanks, and Leslie Welsh Flaherty says thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Be sure to tune in tomorrow, if you'd like, for our last day at Vogue Knitting Live as we round this all up. We always have a fabulous time for you. I'm sorry. Oh, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thank you. Paul's asking me what time. What was that, Paul?
Shipping code.
Oh, again, our shipping code is VK Live for free shipping on orders over $50. We'll be sure to, don't forget, share, and win, win, win. We'll see you tomorrow right here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl.